Alright guys, so what is going on? If you clicked on this episode because of that thumbnail, no, it's not clickbait. Yes, we have stopped travelling.
Yay.
It's our travels have come to an end. So for those of you that haven't been following along for the whole time, quick rundown of what we've been up to this point. We left home, our home is in Nowra, we left here in end of September in 2022. We spent about 14 months on the road and done pretty much the whole east coast of Australia and 2.5 months in Tassie. It has been amazing. We still love travelling.
We're still going to travel. It's not the end of travel.
Yeah, we're not. We're not selling the van. We're always going to have a van. So
we're just going to be weekend warriors for a little while.
We're weekend warriors. So like I said, we've been doing the East Coast. We absolutely love travelling. But how did we end up here? Well, as you know, we've got our new van. So we're doing the East Coast. We went and picked up the van. All intentions were at the end of this first school term, we were going to head off again and do another 12 months on the road. But somebody got offered a couple of job opportunities that, for us, we're not filthy rich. We've supported all this ourselves. We're too good to pass up long term. So we've decided to take those opportunities. The kids want to get back into their sport. They're missing their mates, which we totally get.
Which was another big reason why. So I guess there was two main reasons. Integrating back into life and the job opportunities, but also the kids had a big role to play in it as well, and they're wanting to stay and hang around with their mates and play some sports.
Yeah, they want to get back into their footy, both die-hard footy guys. So how did we end up back here? Well, so we're getting the new van built in Melbourne. So we're sorting that out, and then we ended up in Tumut and got a phone call from my dad, who at that stage we didn't know if he was going to fall off the bloody perch or not. Fortunately, he's all right now. How you doing out there, Pops? He's all right. So we're back here. We've originally come back here just to be around, try and get him sorted. So the medical team and everyone's got him sorted. He's happy days. Well, happy days as he can be for an old guy. So we were going to hang around and see how he was going. The boys wanted to go back to school, so they went to done last term last year. So we haven't really filmed anything major since probably October, November last year.
Probably then, yeah.
Then just put the camera down. We've had the camera in our face now for probably 16 months with our socials and stuff. So if you do follow us on our socials, probably notice that we haven't been that active. We've just been really enjoying not having a camera in our face.
And thank you for those who reached out and asked us if we were okay. That was
all
really
good.
nice. Thank you.
We're all good. Everything's fine. So what does this mean going forward? Like we said, we're never not going to have a van. Whether we keep the setup, whether we keep the setup we've got, we're still undecided. Like, absolutely love what we got, but it is a lot of money. As we've said, we're not filthy rich. We've self-funded all this by making sacrifices.
It's a lot of van for weekend.
Between the ram and the van. Sorry to cut you off. Between the ram and the van, we've got a lot of money that'll be sitting in the driveway doing weekend. We're still going to do some decent trips, but we don't need that caliber of setup. So we may, if anyone's actually, I'll throw it out there, if anyone's seriously interested in making an offer on the van,
or the combo,
reach out. We've got no idea what we're doing, so that could be a possibility. But so we're definitely doing weekend warrior stuff. The YouTube channel's going nowhere. It may look a little bit different. We're going to fortnightly releases, which you may have already picked up on that. And from here, when we're not doing our weekend stuff, we're going to be doing a lot of information type episodes, like stuff that we think you guys would be interested in knowing about. Like, one of them, I'll give a couple of ideas, is we're going to do one on how to pick the perfect van, what to look at, what you need, what you should consider. We're going to do probably a rundown of how much everything it cost us to set up to go, just those types of things.
If you want to know anything or want us to do anything, just let us know. Drop it down in the comments, let us know. But as Daniel said, we weren't expecting to become, famous and out there from YouTube. We just did our thing, and it was a documentation thing for us, so we can go back and watch it later on.
Yeah,
but it's now life.
Yeah, it's just sort of like who we are, really. What's that?
So
so we don't make stacks of cash. Like, we do make a tiny little bit. We don't make stacks of cash off it. This is just because we love doing it. We love the feedback you guys give us. So the channel's actually going nowhere, but it's going to be a little bit different. So we just thought this episode was purely just to come on and let you know what's happened, basically, because you've probably already noticed that we haven't had as much travel content there. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. We had no intention whatsoever of stopping travelling. Like I said, in probably 6-7 weeks, I think the boys have got left of school, we were out of here for another 12 months on the road.
Yeah.
That was our plan, but yeah, sometimes an opportunity comes along that is just too good to pass up. For us going forward, we couldn't say no, really. So we're both back working. We're both back we're still living in the van. We're actually living at our mate's house. They got
their property.
14 acres. They've let us hang out here we've been here now since just after Christmas. So we're just waiting for the tenants to get out of our house, because we didn't sell our actual residence. We sold an investment property. So we're waiting for them to get out, and then we'll move back into the house, and we'll probably give you an episode on having a look around our house, I reckon. You can see where we live and whatnot. But yeah, so
YouTube, I guess, will be more focused on destinations rather than our travel, unless we actually do a bit of a travel somewhere. But it'll be more destinations. We live on the south coast, one of the most beautiful,
amazing
places with the beautiful beaches, in Australia. So
it'll
show you some more detailed around the south coast area.
Be our weekend warrior stuff. So. But yeah, like I said, information stuff. But yeah, it's kind of exciting actually, but yeah, very, very sad. Like I said, we had no intention of. The boys are stoked. They just can't wait to get back into a bit of normal reality, move back into their house and have their bedrooms. But us, we're still on the fence about it. But definitely not the end of our travels. We will eventually hit the road again one day.
And I think we might do a bit of a episode on how integrating back into life after long-term travel was, and how we felt about that, because
it's been a bit.
It's been difficult.
It's been a thing.
Yeah. So we'll do an episode on that.
There was definitely some challenges we've had to overcome that we didn't think would be a challenge, but specifically around not having a fixed address still. But anyway. But yeah, right. So if you've got any questions, drop them down in the comments. Like I said, we're going nowhere, so. We'll be back again in a fortnight, but until then, we normally would say we'll see you out on the road, but we won't anymore. But
we'll see you on the south coast.
Yeah.
Let us know if you're around.
If you're heading to the south coast, hit us up, let us know. More than happy to come out.
We've got some friends.
Yeah, we'll hook up the van and come out and camp with you if you want. But yeah, righto guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye, trippers.